It's Don here from the board. Thank you for coming along and checking out one of our videos. Now I've realized that at this point in time, all you're seeing is actually our logo. And I guess there is a reason for that, but I'll get to that very soon. Today, right now, at the time of this recording, it is the last day of October, which means, of course, tomorrow is the first day of November 2017. And what does that mean? Well, what it does mean is that tomorrow I will be embarking on my 5th year of supporting the Movember Foundation and the fundraising that is done all around the world now in support of men's health. Now, if you've never heard of Movember before, or you might not know very much about Movember at all, it's an annual fundraising event where men and women are encouraged to raise money in support of a lot of different issues for men's health, primarily supported, of course, by the growing of a mo, otherwise known as a mustache. It can be of any type, any style, any size, no matter how great and big and bushy it might be, or thin and wispy and just very, seedy looking, as it might be for some people. Now in the last 4 years, as this is my 5th year, I personally have been able to raise about just over $2,000, which, if you think about it in a way, is actually not very much at all. But to me, what actually does matter is the fact that it's better than zero. So I would like to ask, of course, to all of our dear listeners of our podcast, as well as all of our subscribers to this YouTube channel, that if you can spare the money to support Movember, I would really love and appreciate it. Now, there are plenty of activities going on for Movember, as usual, and of course, there are mustache voting competitions. There are parties at the end of Movember to celebrate the fundraising and, of course, finding out who actually has the best mo. And of course, there's always the Mo Sister Awards as well for those who would like to support their friends but just are not capable of growing a mustache at all. Now, previously, last year, I had actually teamed up with CosCaps, and Toby was really great in supporting this cause. This year, I've decided to go it alone, primarily only because everybody's very busy and there's a lot of things going on for everyone everywhere. We've had fundraising for hurricanes, we've had fundraising for Alzheimer's, we've had fundraising for hospitals and all sorts of different groups. And people are getting sapped left, right, and center all the time in providing, things to incentivize, I suppose, people to donate. And I don't want to take advantage of people's goodwill and generosity by, of course, continuing to ask for donations like that. Of course, I myself have made some keycaps this year. I haven't really had a lot of time to dedicate to doing that, and I've only got 17 made, which primarily were all done on live stream, so all the colors that you see on those keycaps are actually mostly picked by the community. And of course, with life and a wailing baby in the background that you might not be able to hear, or you may hear very soon as my wife opens the door, means it's actually quite challenging to spend the time to do what I need to do to try and raise funds. So of course, I do the best that I can. Now, I haven't quite figured out the format for this yet, which I will release in a few days' time. But what I will say, and what I will show, if this camera works, is my face. And right now, this will be the last day that a razor will have touched my mustache area, my upper lip, for the next 30 days. And so progressively, as we go along, I'll just do some video updates, something nice and simple, and you can see how seedy my mustache looks. Now, I will have links below, but if you've never heard or seen anything about Movember, just Google Movember. It's just the word November, and you change the N to an M. If you want to find my personal Movember to donate to me, and of course, depending on what country you're in and what the minimum requirement is for a tax-free donation, not tax-free, tax-deductible donation, my bad, then you can check out all those details, because Movember is now all worldwide. And I will have a link to my campaign, of course, in the video, wherever my finger is, below somewhere. I'm actually using my headset camera setup rather than my normal desk setups, only because I don't have a way of doing a front face very easily of this size. So here I am, baby cheeked, baby shaven and smooth everywhere, and you can see how bad I do a job, because I'm all spotty and red, and little bits of places where I might have been bleeding and whatnot, because I wanted to get a nice, really clean shave. And there you have. Now, of course, there have already been 2 donations from the community within Slack and Discord. One, of course, from a longtime supporter and one of my co-hosts, Yoris, as well as somebody from the Australian Discord, which is Linux Fanatic Haru. Really appreciate your support, guys, already from getting involved. So I hope that more and more people will come along in the next 30 days and be able to put some good funds to it. Now, if you think about that, if every subscriber to this YouTube channel, which is currently at 989, donates $1, that will be almost 50% of how much I've earned in one hit that I've done in 4 years, which is, staggering. What does that actually get you? Now, I know that I'm sort of ranting on a little bit here, but a lot of people go, well, it's not that much money. What does it actually get you? Well, $1,000 is enough to pay the salary of a researcher for a week. $1,000 is enough to pay for lab supplies for a month. $1,000 is enough to be able to pay for professional mental health clinics. There's so much that you can actually do with just $1,000. And of course, worldwide, Movember raises millions of dollars, which goes towards men's health programs. So if you have a father, a brother, an uncle, a son, if you've got a bestie's brother, uncle, father, son, anyone who is biologically male, no gender assumption whatsoever, they can be affected by men's health issues. And so by supporting Movember, you will be supporting them as well. In any case, I'm going to pretty much wrap it there, so that I'm not going to go, too wishy-washy. Probably already have a little bit, because that's just one of my habits. And I hope that I will be able to see a lot more of you guys get involved and, of course, support this fantastic cause. So please hit like, please hit share, spread the word, spread the love, and of course, as usual, until next time, happy clacking.